boys and girls, welcome to Jurassic Kingdom. Today, we will take a step back millions of years ago to when dinosaurs roamed the earth. Right now, you will have the opportunity to see some of those amazing creatures like the T-Rex. And now, please put your hands together for your host, Ms. Kayla Colonia.
Hello everyone, welcome to your 2019 Williamson County Fair. You guys ready to have some fun? Oh no, you guys are gonna make more noise than that. Are you guys ready to have some fun? Now before I get started, I do have one more quick question for all of you. By a show of hands, how many of you guys like dinosaurs? Awesome, that's what I like to see. Because millions and millions of years ago, there were thousands of different types of species of dinosaurs that lived all across the world. Some of them walked on land, some of them swam the seas, some make the skies their natural habitat. And that's why I'm going to get this show started, you guys, right down here at our table of fossils. What little we have left of them. And the first fossil that I want to show you is very cool, but I do have a little bit of bad news about it. When we found our first footprint here, we were unable to find any other evidence that went with it to exactly determine the dinosaur it belonged to. Not always do we find all the pieces in the field that tell us what our exact dinosaurs are, but with extensive research, sometimes we can narrow them down. Luckily, we were able to narrow this down to a group of dinosaurs called Ornithopods. And what I can tell you about Ornithopods is mainly two things. They are herbivore dinosaurs that walk upright on two legs, whereas most herbivore dinosaurs are about four-legged creatures. And as most of us know, our herbivore dinosaurs are our plant-eating dinosaurs. However, that is where our search stopped. But I do have an Ornithopod dinosaur for you guys to meet today. Would you like to tell her hello? No? All right then. You guys know what you gotta do. Please put your hands together and help me welcome out my beautiful Parasaurolophus, Miss Charlotte. Hi, pretty girl. Come on out and say hello to everyone. Now, Miss Charlotte is on her way out to say hello to you guys, and you're more than welcome to come. Oh, she got distracted. She's making friends already. She is coming out to say hello to you guys, and you are more than welcome to come up and say hello to her. For those of you in our bleachers, you're in a reachable state. Usually, our dinosaurs only reach the front row, but you guys are in luck because we get to reach all three rows, and just so you know, she is a bit of a hugger. So once again, you guys are more than welcome to come up and say hello if you are not in reaching distance. Now, while Miss Charlotte's here, I'm going to tell you a couple of interesting things about her. Number one is that the Parasaurolophus, like I stated earlier, is an ornithopod. Most ornithopods, as I stated, are two-legged herbivores, but most ornithopods can use 2 and 4 legs to get around on. She can use her top arms as like a helping device, a leaning crutch in a sense, to help her graze on low-lying shrubs or grasses. Or if she gets a little tired, she can use her top arms to help her take a break and take some of the pressure off of her legs. However, her primary source of transportation is in her back 2 legs, as you can clearly see. Another thing about the beautiful Miss Charlotte is that you definitely want to watch out for her tail. No, I'm just kidding, but yes, you want to make sure you watch out for all our dinosaur tails this week. That being said, another thing about Miss Charlotte is that the Parasaurolophus remains only found about 100 years ago in the countries of what we now call Asia. We think the main reason these beautiful, majestic creatures study that portion of the world is because of one of their favorite food sources, that being bamboo. Bamboo is one of the older living plants on our planet. So when you guys come home tonight and get your dinosaurs, make sure you look at some prehistoric plants as well. You never know, you may see a relative of them still around today, and you can plant them in your gardens at home. You might want to make sure it's okay with mom. So no dinosaurs come through and trample all over her flowers. I'm sure they wouldn't do. But you know, a snack is a snack. Now, I would love to keep Miss Charlotte out with you guys for the rest of the day, believe me, because she is pretty much a crowd favorite and one of mine as well. With that being said, we do have more dinosaurs for you guys to meet. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how about we give Miss Charlotte one last big round of applause. All right, pretty girl, come on. You know what time it is. You gotta go right back inside. You know, it's almost lunchtime, if I'm not mistaken. You wanna come inside? You want a snack? Yeah? No, a snack's not gonna do it. Okay. How about 2 snacks? 2 snacks gonna work today? No! Okay, fine. 3 snacks. 3 snacks gonna work? That's what I thought. Did I forget to mention that she can eat her weight in food almost every single day? Though, of course, given the right circumstances, I guess a few of us could too. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how about one last big round of applause for Miss Charlotte? I'll be right back with you guys. I'm gonna make sure this big girl gets inside and gets her snacks, of course, as I promised. Otherwise, I'm going to have a very upset dinosaur on my hands. All right, you did a good job, pretty girl. You're going to stay right inside. 3 snacks. I told her 3. Without that, she's going to be mad all day long. And we've still got 3 more shows to do. Now, we are going to continue right along with our table of fossils. Now, the next fossil that I'm going to show you guys is pretty cool as well. But before I tell you anything about it, I want to see if you guys can tell me something about it. I like to test my audiences. So let's see. Who would like to take a guess at what this next fossil looks like? You guys don't have to be shy. You can say it out loud. I heard egg. Very good. Do you know what my favorite answer of all is? Poop. Because it's funnier that it is not poop, it is an egg. And this egg belonged to one of our 4-legged herbivore dinosaurs. Now, when we found these eggs, we found a little bit of a group, and we were super excited, but also a little sad, because we realized some of them had hatched, but some like this didn't get the chance to. Not always all the eggs hatch, but that being said, you know, life finds a way. And we happen to have a 2-month-old baby Triceratops for you guys to meet today. One of the original that came with these eggs. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please put your hands together and help me welcome out our 2-month-old little Miss Sarah. My sweet baby Triceratops. Hi, sweet girl. Miss Sarah is coming out to say hello to you guys as well, but she doesn't have good reach over the fence. So you guys are definitely going to have to come up to say hello to her. You can line up right along the fence. She will come to every side to say hello to you. Just come right on up. And while she's here, I'm also going to tell you a couple of interesting things about her. Number 1 is that she just woke up this morning. And so she is fired up and ready to go. That being said, she hasn't eaten breakfast yet, so watch your fingers. But it's okay. She's mainly a plant eater anyway. Now that being said, Miss Sarah is very small, as you can clearly see, but she does have a lot more growing to do. When she is fully grown, she will only be about the size of a Volkswagen Beetle. That's right, our punch buggy of all dinosaurs. But we did find the Triceratops remains in lots of different shapes and sizes across the world. Some of these creatures could get to the size of larger SUV-sized vehicles, and some larger than that. They also had different shapes. But when I say shapes, I mainly mean their crowns. As you can see, Sarah's crown is round, very beautiful, but we did find them in different shapes. Some had more triangular-shaped crowns, like a diamond shape. Some had more heart-shaped crowns, some square-shaped crowns. They were all equally amazing, and they all had one main thing in common: their 3 main horns. Those 3 horns are very beneficial to their survival, helping them do lots and lots of different things, mainly to help them protect their families. What was that? Mainly to help them protect their families from predators that got too close to them, their babies, and nesting grounds. They also use them to go hunting for food for their little ones as well. Sometimes things on their level got a little boring day after day. They wanted to go after something a little different from time to time, something just out of reach. That would be trees. Sometimes trees held bigger and broader leaves. They wanted those a lot. Sometimes trees held different types of fruits, and they wanted those even more. So what they would do is try to help uproot these trees from the bottom using their crowns and horns like a pick or shovel. They could loosen the root system and bring them to the floor. And if trees didn't fall fast enough for them, they would help them along. And usually that meant by running into them as hard as they possibly could with their bodies. Usually their heads, giving themselves a serious headache in the process, but nonetheless doing their jobs to get their families fed just like we do. Sometimes it can be a little bit of a struggle. Sometimes it can be a little bit of a headache to get dinner on the table, especially in time. But somehow we managed, and they were the exact same way. I see you trying to stop for snacks along the way. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Miss Sarah is finishing up her round, so I think it's time for one last big round of applause for her. She did a fabulous, fabulous job. Now, you guys stay right where you are, because we do have one more baby dinosaur for you guys to meet, but not without you guys saying bye to Miss Sarah. Everyone say bye, Sarah! All right, you guys are awesome. I'm so glad you got to visit with one of our babies. But like I said, we do have one more for you guys to meet. Now, the next little critter coming out to say hello to you guys is very interesting. And let's see if you guys can take a guess at who, or should I say what he is. My next baby dinosaur is also a 4-legged herbivore dinosaur. He got around on 4 legs, but they were very, very big legs. He also had a very long neck. Who can tell me what his name was? Oh, good job, both of you. I heard Brachiosaurus and I heard Brontosaurus. You guys are both absolutely right. I happen to have a 2-month-old baby Brontosaurus for you guys to meet today. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please put your hands together for my little neck baby Jack. Come on out and say hi. Oh, he's got a mouthful. He did not get breakfast yet. All right, easy, guys, easy. All right. You are something. You are wound up today. Now, little Jack is on his way out to say hi to you as well. Once again, he's going to make his rounds around the fence, so stay right where you are. And while he is coming around, I am also going to tell you a few things about him. As you can see as well, he is still very small. And if you are wearing hats or headgear, obviously hold on to it. He's a little snappy this morning. But that being said, he is not going to bite your fingers. He doesn't really have teeth just yet, and he is in those teething stages. So if he does kind of get your fingers, don't worry, he's not going to take an arm off. That being said, when his teeth do come in, we're very fortunate that they are not going to be sharp. They'll be very flat, round, spoon-shaped teeth. And those spoon-shaped teeth were specifically designed to help him grab leaves from trees. So instead of having to chomp down on the branch or digest the bark, his teeth would allow him to mainly just get leaves. Bark was not one of their strong suits. It had a very long way to scratch on the way down, if not chewed properly. So thank goodness for those teeth. Another thing about baby Jack is he's got a few tons of growing up to do, not just in his teeth, but everywhere else. When he is fully grown, he will be over 60 feet tall. His neck will nearly be 6 times longer than a giraffe's neck, and he is going to have some pretty enormous feet as well. And that is actually why we call him Brontosaurus. In Greek, Brontosaurus means thunder lizard. He was such a heavy, massive creature, and his feet were so wide, he would make booming, nearly earth-shattering footsteps as he walked, scaring the daylights out of a lot of dinosaurs. But once they saw these gentle giants peeking out of the trees, they knew they would be just fine. They did need to move on in a hurry, though, to find a bit more shade because, well, these guys had a pretty massive appetite to go with their other massive features. And you can only imagine these guys traveling in a herd together, which they did very often, sound like a thunderstorm approaching at any given moment, scaring everybody. But once again, when they saw these little guys, big guys, peeking out of the trees, they knew they'd be okay. He is going to finish up his rounds, guys, so we're going to let him go ahead. And while he is making his rounds, we would love to thank you once again for coming out to your 2019 Williamson County Fair. This is our second year with you guys. We are inside, so that means good air conditioning, and we're happy for it. But for you going back outside after the show, we do have sunscreen available for you and your little ones, and you're more than welcome to. We will push your card up at the front of the fence at the end of the show. Once again, you're more than welcome to it. All we ask is that you return the products once you're finished for our next hot crowds. Now, it looks like he has said hello to his final little. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how about one last big round of applause for baby Jack? He did amazing. Everyone say bye, Jack! All right, now we are going to continue right along with our table of fossils. Now, the next fossil that I'm going to share with you guys is very interesting as well. Actually, the last few that I have to share belong to a completely different class of dinosaur. The next one I'm going to show you guys is a skull. This skull belonged to a dinosaur called the Celophysis. The Celophysis is over 200 million years old. We think the main reason his species was able to hang on and survive for a very long portion of time is because he was pretty small. He was only about 3 feet tall, 10 feet long, super skinny, but he had lightning fast reflexes. And now think about the Celophysis. Whoa! What are you doing? He escaped? You're like outside? In the midway. Well, then take him back inside. Who brought him in? And say, no, you can't go that way. It's blocked. You gotta go back around this way. No. I don't know who's more irresponsible, the dinosaurs or the trainers. I do apologize. All right, so that is Joker. Was Joker. He is our Dilophosaurus. He is new to our show this year. A couple of dinosaurs are new this year. With that being said, he's not quite show ready. His training hasn't gone very well, and he has a nasty habit of spitting, as you can clearly see. If he got you, I apologize. I brushed his teeth already this morning, so you're good, and I've only caught him drinking out of the toilet once so far. I'm sorry. Anyway, so I guess these guys have a couple of things in common. They are on the smaller side of our dinosaur world, and they are both also carnivore dinosaurs. Who can tell me what carnivores eat? Meat. Very good. That is also why Joker's not part of the show just yet. He likes to bite, and He doesn't like to let go. Now, the last two fossils I want to show you, they belong to some of the biggest prehistoric carnivores of all. And the next one I'm going to show you guys is a tooth. And this particular tooth belonged to probably my personal favorite dinosaur. This was an enormous creature that used to swim through the oceans, and his name was the Megalodon. The Megalodon was one of the largest sharks that ever existed. He was also over 200 million years old. Some people think it could potentially still be out there and hasn't gone extinct yet. I would love to see it for myself, but not in person because I'm not that crazy. However, until then, the closest relative we do have for Meg is the great white. But great white compared to Meg is pretty small. Let's give you guys a size reference. How many of you have seen a school bus before? A few do, good. All right, now the great white can nearly reach the length of a school bus from the end of their noses to the end of their fins. Some have been measured nearly out, and those were record-breaking great whites. But the Megalodon was a completely different story. This shark was so massive, so huge, it could nearly swallow a school bus whole. Here. As in, you guys wouldn't make it back to school on time. As in, yay, Megalodon! Extra summer! Just kidding, kidding. You don't want to be eaten by a shark. It's going to stink later. You don't want to do it. But that being said, you're not going to run into him on the highways. You'll be fine. I don't want to give yourself nightmares either. So I'm going to move on to the last fossil. The last fossil is very interesting as well. It is a set of teeth. Who could tell me who they think these teeth belong to? The T-Rex. Very good. Well, let's try it all together with some enthusiasm. Who do these teeth belong to? The T-Rex was an enormous creature. He could be over 20 feet tall, weighing tons and tons. That is exactly why he did not fit in my car. But I will do the next best thing. You guys have met a few of my babies today, and I want you to meet perhaps my biggest baby of all. Sparky, can you come out and say hello to these guys? I think they've been waiting all day to see you. There you are. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is my 2-year-old baby T-Rex. And yeah, his name is Sparky. Now, while Sparky is out, I would like to point something out to you guys. He doesn't quite get the gist that he is a dinosaur. He thinks he's more along the lines of a very big puppy. That being said, I'll show you a thing or two. Sparky, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to look at everybody and smile. Show them how nice you are so they don't have to be afraid. Smile. Okay. Show them your selfie face. You cannot be afraid of the selfie face. That's impossible, right? But you can pay close attention to how small his teeth are. Like I said, he's only 2. There's a lot more growing to do. Take advantage of him being this small. They grow up so fast, don't they? Now, while Sparky's here, once again, you're more than welcome to say hello, but we do have one small rule, small but very important, that there is no violence. No hitting, poking, punching, pulling, scratching. Making, calling, or being mean to the dinosaur. We don't like it, they don't like it. And we have to stop the show and ask you to sit down. We don't want to do that. We're all here to have fun. So once again, everyone, just be kind. While Sparky's here, I'm going to tell you a couple of quick, interesting things about him. Mainly, what we got wrong. When we first found the T-Rex remains, we thought he was this big, ridiculous monster. I mean, can you blame us? Look at all those teeth. But we found out more and more that he is a protective type of creature than an aggressive type of creature. They're very protective of their families, their babies, their little ones especially. They wanted to make sure that those little ones would have a chance to get old enough and strong enough to survive and think for themselves. Just like your parents and guardians, they want to protect you and make sure nothing happens to you. We also found out that he wasn't this big, horrifying predator. He is more of a scavenger than anything, and I can show you why. Sparky's leg bone and shin bone are about the same size. He's a little top-heavy, a little clumsy for that. If he trips, falls, gets stuck somewhere, he can't easily pick himself up or set himself free because of those little bitty arms. They're adorable, but that's about all they're good for is being cute. But it didn't stop him. He would wait for a small, more capable predator to track down their food. He would come in with these big, bold colors, loud, obnoxious roars, thundering footsteps, and scare them off, taking their food. It wasn't very nice, but it was the only way he could survive. We don't do it anymore. That's considered bullying, and bullying's a no-no. We mainly don't do it, though, because, well, Mommy overfeeds him as it is. If you guys have pets at home, you know what I'm talking about. They like the treats. But how about we do some tricks first? Yeah. Do you guys want to see his tricks? Yeah. We can do better than that. Do you guys want to see his tricks? Yeah. All right, here we go. First trick. Hey, no, you can't just have it. You gotta do the tricks first. First one. I want you to sit up all the way so they can see how tall you are. No, not gonna happen. All right, that was probably my fault. He is absolutely right. I apologize. We'll try it again. Sparky, will you sit up, please? Something I know is going on. He likes you guys better. So I'm gonna need you to help me out. When I count to 3, I want you all to say, Sparky, sit up, please, as loud as you can. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Sparky, sit up, please. I know it wasn't gonna work. You guys are gonna have to do better than that. We all have to do better than that. I want to hear everyone to the count of 3 to the top of your lungs. Use your outdoor voices inside. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Sparky, sit up, please. Let's give him a round of applause for those 2 tiny claws. I'm kidding. They're big claws. Little hands. Now, we do have one more trick for you guys. By far his favorite trick of all. He loves to dance. So, how about we break it down and show him some of those dance moves, right? Come on, we gotta break it down. There it is. Come on, guys, we wanna see your dance moves too. Let's break it down, break them out. Where are my flossers in the house? There they go, the flossers. Sparky flosses with his tail because his arms are short, right? Easy, big guy. You're a little bit closer this week. Easy does it. No concussions at the fair. How about one last round of applause for those incredible dance moves? Everybody had incredible dance moves. All right, now it looks like I need a volunteer from the audience. You cannot have his candy. No, that's his candy. Quick. All right, so once again, I need a volunteer from the audience out there. Let's see some hands. Let's see some hands. Let's see your hands. Not a lot of hands. You're all right. All right, Sparky, you see those hands? There you go, big guy. Lunchtime. Just kidding. I was kidding. Stop with the women. All right, so let's see. I need somebody that can help me with Sparky's treat. I need someone strong, someone brave, someone that had the best floss out there, and that was you. I saw it from miles away. You're gonna hold on to this one. So you're strong, right? You're brave, right? And you got the good flossers. All right, Sparky, come on. Look who's got your bone. He came all the way out to see you today. He said, "Howdy, partner." I wouldn't recommend riding this horse. He said, "What are you doing?" No. You cannot have his hat. You have to have his hat. All right, can I borrow this for a second? Are you happy now? He's a rootin' tootin' T-Rex right there, guys. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this guy. Thank you so much. And you can have this again. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's give them both a big round of applause. I know it. All right, big guy, come on over. Thank you for helping me out, right? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's give Sparky one last big round of applause. My 2-year-old baby T-Rex. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have come to the end of the show, but before you go, there is one more very important thing we would like to share with you guys. The world's been growing and changing for millions and millions of years. Nowadays, it's our turn, our job, our opportunity to help take care of the planet. Let's play our own little parts. Pick up trash, recycle. Even if it isn't yours, it's still trash. Help keep the world beautiful for millions and millions of more years to come. Thank you so much for coming out to see us. We hope you have a wonderful time at the fair today.